Hey traders, Alex Ong here from Traders Corner, and I'm just coming to you with another trade opportunity that we're looking at in the markets. Now, this isn't one that's going to set up right this second. It's one that we're looking at that will hopefully present itself early next week, sort of like Monday morning, Monday afternoon of next week. Before I get into it, I just need to give a quick reminder that none of the videos that we put up on this YouTube channel, in fact, nothing that we say, should ever be taken as trading advice or sort of like investment advice. Everything that we do here is to educate retail traders. So we're just showing you how we go about trading the markets, how we analyze the markets, and hopefully you can then really go and learn from that and implement that in your own trading. Okay, so anyway, the opportunity that we're looking at is one in the pound dollar. Now, as I'm no doubt you're all aware, we had the FOMC meeting this week, and really they didn't come out and surprise the markets with all that much. So we had buy the rumor, sell the facts type trade. So it's very, very much priced in. And that's caused the pound dollar to do is really pull back to a previous level of support, which now could act as resistance. And if we get the sort of price action that we want at this level, we're going to look for a short-term trade opportunity. Now, the important thing to remember about this trade is it is a short-term opportunity. We're not necessarily convinced of the short pound dollar trade in the long term anymore. We're kind of looking at some of the fundamentals at the moment and really trying to build a bit of a picture, because we're not sure if if all of the rate hikes from the Federal Reserve are priced in for the rest of the year, and hence there's going to be limited dollar strength. We're also not sure at this particular second in time. Give us a couple of days to digest all of the information, whether all of the talk around Brexit is really going to hurt the pound very much anymore. So these are things. So as I said, it's kind of like a short-term opportunity that we're looking at right now, but we'll come to you next week with a bit more of a longer-term view once we've decided what that is for ourselves. So let's jump over to the charts. Now, what I would like to do is, first of all, let's start off by looking at the pound dollar chart. Now, as you can see, what I've done here is I've just tried to contextualize price for everybody here, because as you know, we're all, my brother and I are very big fans in really kind of looking at where the prices come from, looking at the market condition before taking a trade. We don't just take a trade because we have a technical trade set up. You really have to understand what the market condition is. Is it trending? Is it range bound? What is it doing? And then from that, once you have that bias, then you can decide which way you want to trade. And looking at that here, the 4-hour chart, you can see that it's very much sort of going sideways. There isn't a major trend here. Yes, we had the major downtrend from last year, but pretty much since October-ish, November of last year, the pound dollar has really found it very difficult to go on to make more significant lows. So what we see here in the price action is really the price moving sideways. It hasn't made any sort of great moves in either direction. It's gone up a little bit, it's gone down a little bit, but it hasn't moved in either direction with any significance. So what we see here on the 4-hour chart is we've got this previous level of support in here, which also was resistance in the past. And if you go back again, you can see that it was support over here. So it's a significant level, so pivotal level that the markets have been playing with over the past few months. And the market broke through it very recently. It's now pulled back to it. So we like the idea of shorting from this level, but we're not going to short from here looking for the market to go all the way down to this level here. As we said earlier, it's a short-term trade opportunity that we're looking at, because we haven't quite decided on the longer-term trend right now. So how do we go about entering this? Well, the opportunity that we like is this one on the 15-minute chart. So as you can see on the 15-minute chart, we've got an upward sloping trend line here, right? So we've got the fact that the market is respecting this trend line for the pullback. On the 15-minute chart, it obviously looks like there's an uptrend, but when you look at the longer term time frame, you see that actually it's sort of moving sideways. What we would like to happen is we'd like the market to move sideways some more. So pretty much for the rest of today, Sunday's trading session, early hours of Monday morning, we would like it to move sideways. So then when we come to Monday morning, which you can see from the bottom there from the date, we want the market then to start to make a move lower. And what we'll be looking for is a support level. And I'm not going to wait for it to break this level down here, because that's potentially too far away from where your stop would need to be for this sort of short-term trades. We'll see if we get a better opportunity when the market approaches the trend line over here and when eventually it breaks the trend line. We'll be looking for a support level to be broken, and I'll come back to you next week as and when this is setting up, just to give you a bit of an update as to the trade setup that we take, or if indeed we decide that the technical picture doesn't look right and hence we sort of scrap that. But if we do get into the trade, obviously I will show you the setup that we took to get into it. But what we're looking for is for the market to come back to this level, kind of move around this level here, and then eventually break the trend line somewhere around here, okay, which kind of takes you to about midday-ish, the early morning of next Monday's trading. If it can break that trend line there, we'll have our stop above the highs there. And we'll be looking for the market to come down and approach the 1.2196 level. Okay, I know that the writing's a little bit small there, but I have a high resolution screen here. I like to get more onto the charts. I like to be able to see all of the price action as opposed to the numbers, because I can just squint a bit and see the numbers. But that's besides the point. So that wraps it up for this trade video. We're looking at shorting the pound dollar. If we get the right opportunity, it will be a short-term trade. It's not something that we're looking to hold for the long run, but we certainly think we can get some joy from taking this. We'll have a fantastic risk-reward trade on our hands there, so hopefully we'll make sort of 2.5, 3 to 1 on this trade if eventually we get the setup where we want it to be. Okay, so I hope that's given you some food for thought, something to think about for the weekend. You know, go and take a look at the pound dollar charts. If you like, go and look at other charts and see if you can see similar setups, because if you want to improve in your trading, really there is no better way than going through, you know, pouring through charts and different opportunities and just looking to see what the trade opportunities look like at the hard right edge of the screen, as opposed to looking at it with the benefit of hindsight, because we can all, you know, make millions and millions of pounds looking at the chart with the benefit of hindsight. It's easy to see. What you need to train yourself to do and train your eyes to see is the trade opportunities when you can't see what happens in the future. So you kind of have to start visualizing what that could look like. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If you like it, please like the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Share it with anybody you feel will enjoy the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. So if you've just if you want one of our subscribers and you've just sort of stumbled upon this channel here and you like the content that we give, please make sure that you subscribe to it, because that will make sure that you get all of the videos as and when we release them. Okay, have a great weekend and happy trading.